Welcome back to Curiosity Cave. Today I'm doing the predictions for Fox Crew cards for this coming Major League season. And for each question, I'll give an answer, and I'm going to show a card from mostly hand-cut cards, stuff you don't see every day, give you a little something different to see. I had to dig them out from the far corners of the cave. No spider webs or anything on them. And we'll start with the predictions. See if I can see how well I can do this year. I'm not real good at predictions, but every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut, as they say. Starting off, question number 1, winner of the AL East. I'm going with the Baltimore Orioles. We'll start with the all-time home run king from the bottom of a 86 Donruss wax box. Question number 2, AL Central champs. I'm going with the Detroit Tigers, and I'll post these in the description down below. Not the pictures, but the answers. So, so the crew at Fox Crew Cards can easily grab them. And here's a Harold Baines from an M&M box. And that's 19. I need light, but I can see him. 1987. And next up, the winner of the AL West, Seattle Mariners. And here's a Bert Blyleven Smokey the Bear card cut from Smokey the Bear booklet from 1988. They also come with a postcard, so got the cards and the postcard. The winner of the NL East, Philadelphia Phillies. Wade Boggs cut from a baseball card magazine. Winner of the NL Central, Milwaukee Brewers. Here's a Wheaties card, Pinnacle brand, 1993, cut from a box. Winner of the NL West, going with the heavy favorite to win anything. That's a hint for another question. Los Angeles Dodgers. And here's a baseball card magazine cutout of George Brett in the look of a 1991 or 1981 Donruss card. And more wins, Yankees or Mets. Going with the Yankees this year. That's another hint for things to come. Jose Canseco, baseball card magazine, 59 look. More wins, White Sox or Cubs. Going with the Cubs here. Sorry, Mitchell. And here's the Rod Crew cut from the 1985 All-Star Game program. Wins for the Florida Marlins, Miami Marlins. I'm going with 68. And here's I believe it's 93 top sticker box. Card of Gary Carter. Cut off the box. And next question, more wins for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm going with 68. They're in a tough division. Here's a Roger Clemens baseball card magazine, format of a 69 Topps card. Where will Sandy Alcantara be at the trade deadline? I'm going with he's going to stick with the Marlins. You got to keep a guy like that around. And here's 1988 score box bottom, Andre Dawson. Where will Yandy Diaz be traded at the deadline? Or where will he be at the trade deadline? He's going to be always sticking with the Rays or whatever they're called or wherever they're playing at the time. Here, this is cut from a sheet. That's the price there that It was. It's a Nestle card cut from a sheet. 1984, Carlton Fisk. And total innings pitched for Clayton Kershaw. I'm going with 95 innings this year. Here's an 86 tops box bottom, Carlton Fisk. Who will have more wins, Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, or Verlander? I'm going with Verlander this year. Here's a Steve Garvey cut from the box bottom. Fleer sticker. 1986. Will the Angels make the playoffs? No, that was quick. Even though I think Mike Trout's going to play more, which is another question coming up. Here's the card cut off a Wheaties box of Josh Gibson. It's not an official card, but I cut it out card size because I liked it. Put it with my Josh Gibson stuff. And next question, number 16, will Bobby Witt Jr. have a third 30-30 season? I'm saying yes. Here's a Kirk Gibson 86 Donruss box bottom card. And NL strikeout leader. I'm going for Dylan Cease. And speaking of strikeouts, here's Dr. K from an 85 Donruss box bottom. I love these box bottom cards, box cut cards, as you can tell. Total home runs for Aaron Judge this year. I think he's going to get a 50, 52. Here's a Wheaties card cut from the front of the box, Ken Griffey Jr. Winningest pitcher for the White Sox this year, I'm going with Martin Perez. I'm not going to say how many because I don't know how many. Here, and it's not even going to predict it. Here's an 88 Topps box bottom card, Tony Gwynn. He belts a home run. It's the Padres' second batter of the home season. You don't hear a lot of Tony Gwynn and home runs, but he could hit them if he wanted to. How many games will Byron Buxton play? I'm going with 100 this year. He's going to have a good year. Here's an 88 score box bottom card of Ricky Henderson. How many games will Mike Trout play? Last year I predicted 88, the year before, or 81, the year before 81. I'm going with 110 this year. Here's a Donruss 81 formatted card from Baseball Magazine. Reggie Jackson. That would have been kind of a cool format with the team name on the pennant and the name pennant down below. And question 22. Will Brent Rooker hit 35 home runs? I'm going to say no. I think he'll be in the 30 range for sure, but not 35 or more. Chuck Knobloch, cut from a Wheaties box. Pinnacle brand, 1993. And these do have stats on the back. Would have been cool if the old 60s Post serial had stats on the back. How many errors will Jose Altuve have in left field this year? I'm going with 5. Here's a Don Mattingly Redback from Baseball Card Magazine. That came out in 1986. It's a cool card. And next one, All-Star MVP. I think everybody would be happy to see Mike Trout playing at that time of year. And he might hit a home run. And if he does, I think he'll be the All-Star MVP. Here's another Wheaties. It's actually a piece of cardboard cut off the front of a Wheaties box, but it looks good as a card. and I'm not saying it's a card, but it's something that I like. 2 teams in the World Series. I'm going with the same teams as last year. LA Dodgers and New York Yankees. Here's a baseball card magazine, 1966 Topps format of Cal Ripken Jr. They're just fun cards. They're not worth a lot of money, but I have a 2-row box full of them. They're pretty fun. And the tiebreaker, total number of hits in the World Series. I'm going with 65. And we'll finish off with a Nolan Ryan cut from the 1983 All-Star Game program. Thanks for watching. I'll have Fox Crue's address down below, along with my answers. And I encourage all of you, if that's something you like to do, predict baseball season, go over there and do a short video. You don't have to show any cards. I just did that because I enjoy showing cards. And good luck to everybody else in the contest. And thanks to Fox Crew for doing this. And everybody have a great baseball season.